It's the High Heel Tea Podcast.
Yes, sir.
Where we speak on real topics that'll make you laugh. Looking good, smelling good, that's a boss chick. Yeah. 6-inch heel, show you how to walk slick. Hey. High Heel Tea with Crystal Lee and Reed Podcast. Hey. High Heel Tea with Crystal Lee and Reed Podcast. Hey. High Heel Tea with Crystal Lee and Reed Podcast. Hey. And it's the podcast, and it's the High Heel.
Hey, welcome back to the High Heels and Tea Podcast. I'm Crystal.
This is Rihanna.
And Shaina Cain.
Yay. So we had to get her on the podcast because, of course, she did pop the balloon.
Yes, I did.
And she know how to talk.
She know how to.
I do know how to talk.
Yes.
That's awesome.
So before we kick off, though, with this episode, I want you to share with the listeners, the viewers, a little bit more who you are.
Yeah.
So then we're going to kick off.
I'm really a simple person. I value relationships.
Mm-hmm.
I value communication. I value the people around me, family. I just am a giver.
Mm-hmm.
So I learned at a real young age that there's givers and receivers, some more than others.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm more of a giver than a taker. And I just love to fill people with happiness and, give out that good energy. And I was always taught to treat people how you want to be treated.
Right.
I didn't learn until adulthood that people don't do that.
It's not a reciprocation.
It used to drive me crazy. I'd be like, I'm treating you good. Why are you treating me so bad? Like,
because you're treating them good.
Yeah. So,
crazy.
yes, it is crazy.
Yeah.
So I had to learn a lot growing up.
How to use your discernment.
Yes. And my dad is like a pastor. So it came to me
It's natural.
more naturally to be in tune with myself and my environment. I had my first kid when I was 15.
Me too.
But that's typical of a pastor's kid.
I want to pass.
We be the wild ones.
Y'all just be really embarrassing the hell out y'all parents. So
Yes.
Every time.
They be the most embarrassing. You be like,
It's
dang.
because they gotta just stay in church all the time. They need some exploration.
Yeah.
Yes.
Embarrassing. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Pop like it's driving it. Pop like it.
I had my oldest at 15 too. She's 22 now.
Yeah, my oldest is 20 now.
Yeah, no one
that's
knows that
awesome.
that's my daughter. I think we sisters for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They think he's my brother.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Yeah. I was like, thank God I ain't let you take me out.
Yes.
Thank God.
That part. And
Yeah.
and I'm pretty sure they're both beautiful daughters.
Well, no, I got all sons.
You got sons.
All boys.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm a boy
Yeah.
mom
Yeah,
too.
she a boy mom.
I'm a boy mom
Yes.
too, but I'm pretty sure they good. He good.
Yeah.
Well, y'all
He's
did.
very
Y'all did
kind.
what y'all supposed to do.
Yeah. See, I wasn't a PK kid. I was just experimenting. Like, and I thought I was immortal to come out as a morphin.
I like that word, experiment.
Yeah. And you're like, oh, I'm not going to turn into a teenage mutant ninja turtle. Yeah, the hell yeah. Yeah, you're going to turn into a mutant.
You definitely was Michelangelo.
Yeah, you're going to
Yes.
you're a mutant real quick. Being like a giver, though, at this age as you growing up now, how do you pick and choose what to give, who to give to now?
That's a good question.
Energy lies sometimes. And I think a lot of people don't realize it. They go, I go off vibes. You can't always go off vibes.
True.
Because people know how to manipulate a situation, and they could see a fault in you or insecurity in you and know how to manipulate that to get what they want.
I'm going to touch your face real quick, okay?
But that's a manipulator. And I get,
Yes.
I agree with you when you say sometimes, but I feel like when you say it lies,
It's not
like
always
people playing a
genuine.
fool.
Yes, it's
It
not
might
always
feel like
genuine.
it in the moment.
Yes.
But that's
They're
where you have to be
representative.
patient and realize, like, hold on. So I'm with almost everything you're saying, making sure my little bra strap ain't gonna show up. Yeah, I ain't put the right
Put it
bra
down,
on.
put it down.
I'm gonna just put that up. There we go. But I'm with you. I'm pretty much the same way. And then at first you start going off, you start saying, okay, I'm using my discernment
Yeah.
and feel good. It feels good. And everybody cool. But then you realize that
It always feels good in the beginning.
Yeah.
And
You realize
because we
being
got a lot
used.
of gaslighters, a lot of narcissistic personality
Yeah.
characteristics
Yeah.
of people that they know how to prey on you.
They do.
So
Yeah.
when people know how to prey on you, they surround themselves around you. They pick up what you do, your habits. It's a skill to them.
Yeah.
So sometimes it can be really hard to pick up who's genuine and who's not.
Yeah.
But that's why you need to be patient and take your
Yeah.
time
Yeah.
and really see. And so it's hard for me because I just go all in.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So
When your birthday?
I'm a Cancer.
I knew it. I was like, this gotta be a water sign.
Yes.
So listen, with that, right? This is how I am about
I was the
it.
same way. I'm
Yeah,
like,
listen, this is how I am about it. You pick and choose, but you have to have confidence in yourself with people because you got to think like if someone is just using you, right, for what you can do for them or whatever, whether it's accessibility or conveniency, you being true to yourself and saying, well, in that moment, I felt like that was the right decision to do to give you that or to do that for you. It makes no regrets for it.
Right.
And you're only going to cheat yourself out a good person,
Yeah.
you know? So I'm okay overall. Now, the bigger thing too with that is that once you realize who they are, you have to protect yourself, future reference.
Well, that's when you trust yourself
Yeah,
as an individual.
Yeah.
You have to trust yourself to protect yourself.
Yes.
And you know, that's the God in you. You
'Cause
gotta
God
be
is
able
in
to
you.
know that
Yeah, for sure.
if we're not listening, our surroundings, our environments play a big role in everything. And sometimes the noise gets so loud, it's cluttered. So we can't see, you know, it's hazy and we can't see. Like I got my glasses in the car, so I'm looking at you, but you're a little blurry. You know what I'm
Got
saying?
blinders
So
on.
you got the blinders on. So you have to use more than one sense. Like we're not taught to use all of our senses when it comes to interacting with people, places, and things.
Yeah.
Because sometimes we can say, oh, this don't feel right. When you're in a situation, like you ever been around a whole bunch of girls that have been playing around and then you like, hold on, this don't feel right. Something is going, it don't feel good.
Yeah.
But you're like, oh, no, that's just probably nothing. You go about your business, but it
you're
ends up
supposed
being
to
something, but you're supposed to
recognize your senses at all times.
Yes.
And you do feel that energy when you're in a space and things are not right. You'll get that and your body will tense up and you'll feel a certain type of way. And I agree with you. Sometimes we overlook it and we don't actually follow through, but most of the time we know before.
At this point.
we know ahead of time,
Yeah.
especially when dealing with men
Oh, yeah.
that we should not have dealt with.
He like,
We ain't talking about
season 80 and we still
yes.
season 80 of the high heels and tea
Like we knew he wasn't right, but we just hoped and dreamed and believed he was
man.
gonna be the one.
I'm trying my best
I'm
not
not
to
like
make
if I
those
had to fight.
decisions
Looking
no
like,
more. I'm trying so hard. I'm like, nah, I
But
don't
the
want
thing
to be
is,
that way.
once
no
you've
more.
been through it so many times,
Yeah.
you recognize that you see the
Even for
signs,
yourself.
the symbols for yourself.
Yeah.
You still kind of you fall into that rabbit hole a little bit sometimes because if it feels good,
It's familiar. It's what's familiar.
familiar.
Yeah.
but at the same time, you don't get. Once you get older and you love yourself, you're not finna allow nobody play with you.
Oh,
boy, you
not
can
at
play in my
all.
face. Boy, you going
I was gonna say that being a PK kid, right? I'm not sure what your upbringings were, but I'll just assume they were pretty good. Good structure there. A lot of times with people that do come from good upbringings, great parenting from infancy and etc., they have like real great quality when it comes to their attachment styles and stuff. They have the most confidence, you know. They are the most happiest and they are the most
because they were
they were brought
put
they are
into
the
them.
most compassionate people too. And then you get out in the world and you're like, hold on.
Wait a
Yes,
minute.
because
Everyone out here.
people definitely
But-
lack empathy for others.
Yeah. And so coming from your upbringings and then coming out to the world trying to translate that good parenting, you know, to the world is just like, hold on.
Well, we
It's
have a lot of
different.
dual beliefs. And I mean, when I say that, so like when our parents teach us stuff as children, we don't learn how to drop some of those ideas when we get into adulthood. So for instance, we always teach our kids when they're little, don't trust strangers. So we adopt that belief in our mindset to not trust strangers. And then we go into adulthood not trusting strangers. But that's something that we have to know how to do with our discernment.
Yeah. So most kids too, though, they usually stray a little bit.
Yeah,
You teach your kids not, and then they go do it anyway.
My kids.
I mean, my kids watch like first 48 for 6 pounds, right?
Let them know that it's done. It's available.
Like, look at these crazy ass people that exist in the world.
I think that when you go throughout life, and you deal with people, you kind of learn how to deal with things. Like you said, like sometimes your parents teach you negative things and things that you should
to unlearn.
You should unlearn. So when you go through life, you like, and you deal with different people, you're like, oh, that wasn't right. Be like, well, this is how it was done this time. But now you're like, no, that doesn't make people feel good.
I was gonna say too, a lot of times parents like deflect their own experiences on their kids, and they rob them out of an opportunity to obviously not only learn on their own, but to experience life like in a different way. So it happens a lot, especially being women with daughters. You know, ain't no man good enough, or ain't no little boy good enough, because all you could think about is your experiences with dating and, you know, men and boys or whatever, and so you deflect a lot of that on them. And that little boy probably is a good guy, good little boy. Parents
all he want to do is touch you with the pee.
Touch it. But you was getting touched with you was like this. Hey, my daddy upstairs, touch it. But so I see that a lot, like from woman, you know, to being a mother of daughters as well. Like I had to stop myself to say, all right, you know what?
I can't keep doing it.
Let me, like, I wouldn't be open-minded. Yeah, I'll just I had to learn how to like support whatever decisions my daughter wanted to make. And not that they was wrong or bad, but it's like, okay, look, I don't want you to really get that serious in this situation, because
you already
the boy might be like this. This might let her experience, let her see for herself. So I see that a lot with
how is it with boys?
It was a little different for me because I raised my kids on my own. So I always knew I can't teach a man how to be a man because I'm a woman. You know, so there's only so much I could do. But what I can do is teach my kids how to be a good person. And my kids are good, gentle. They're not gentle. Let me not say gentle. They're not gentle.
They're like, did you hear what Mama said about us?
She said we were gentle.
No, they're not gentle. They're polite.
Okay.
They're very polite.
They're nice guys.
That's good.
Yes, they're good. They're good kids. Like, my mom was just telling me the other day, she's like, I'm proud of you. I'm like, you know what? A little bit.
That's good.
That's awesome.
I didn't do too bad for a young mom.
Yeah, sometimes though too, being a teen mom, like you kind of see a lot of ways you were brought up, and you live in it. You young still, so you're living in you. It's so much shit you just don't like. With me, it was so much I did not like with my surroundings, with how nice my mom was, with the family, like trying to pay bills and you got 13 people standing here, can't ask not one person for help. And so my goal was, I'm like, I gotta get my own. I gotta get me and my daughter out of here. I gotta put my daughter in a good school system. So unfortunately, but fortunately, having a child during that time of my life, it definitely made me say, let me get out of this. It wasn't nothing about my upbringings or my environment at that time that made me want to stay in it and rely on anyone to help me in that space, you know?
And it's weird too, because my parents are like 70 and they've been married like 50 years.
Oh, wow.
And so I ain't even got a man. I'm like, hold on, I want to be married 50 years.
Nah,
I looking good. I might give me a good 10 years then before it's over, but dang, where's my man at?
But the thing is, I was at the beautician yesterday, and she said it right on. She was like, this breed of men that we have for us, it ain't for us. It ain't there.
It's for the aliens.
It ain't man.
I think it's a mixture, though. I think it's a mixture of everything. Because I was having a conversation too. I think it's a mixture of everything. I think they the women are different and the
Yes,
and the men are different.
I agree.
Because the women are men now.
And like for someone, and I mean,
The women are more masculine now.
when I try to meet a guy and be like, hey, yeah, I'm cool, I'm chill, like, everything is what you see, they not used to that because they used to having to play this game all the time because a lot of women are playing games, like you said, the man's game. But I don't play no damn game. Like, well, I don't want to do that shit. I'm cool, you know. But that's a lot of men meet you with that nowadays. And I'm not saying it's this blame or this gender to blame or that gender to blame, but a lot of things have reversed. A lot of men are just looking for good company, good sex, because a lot of women ain't looking for nothing but good company and good sex. So they're not even trying to truly like go full investment, grow, let's build this, let's get together.
Partnership.
But I find a lot of men want to live off of you when you have something to live off. Yeah. They want you to take care of them. I ain't never had no man take care of me.
Yeah.
And I've been in relationships, but never had no man take care of me where I could be at home and kick my feet up and be a house. Like, you know,
when I
never had that.
When I did, let me tell you what had happened to me. I don't sit still, right? So, and it never, by the grace of God on my life, I hope it never happens again. When I did sit back, because I was told to sit, hey, I just want you to focus on the kids. I take care of this and take care of that. Probably like 4 months later, tops, he had a girlfriend over here, a girlfriend over there. I'm like, oh, wait, what you doing? He was just like, either you get with it or you leave. Swear. And I wasn't working. I had nothing.
So he set you
You
up.
girl.
Yeah.
I said, we about to jump this nigga.
That's what they do.
Like, I thought I was living the life. I'm not gonna lie, like I wasn't wanting for nothing. Take me shopping. We go out to eat all the time. He was a great father figure. To my oldest daughter, great, you know, dad to her. I thought it was cool, but when he said that to me, I said, oh my God. And I ain't gonna lie.
I put myself in that.
Yes.
I contemplated like how can I get out of this? And it took me probably like 6 months to find like a job and all that. But I had to get myself together, and still to this day, it's just like kind of rewarding.
What is that called? What type of man is that? Because there's a lot of men that do
fuck boy.
No, it's a word for that.
Because yes, dude.
Because
it's talking. I'm gonna keep naming. I'm gonna keep throwing shots.
But it's men that do that. They'll tell you like, "Hey, don't stop working. I'll take care of everything." But then they be hoes.
Yeah,
it be like,
I think that's why it's always important to maintain your own.
And
to
it's like they trapping you because they know you need them.
Oh, but when I tell you, he was like, "Get with it or go." He's like, "Cause I'm not stop fucking with her." That's what he told me.
Funky,
and I was like,
funky dog face.
I'm like, can I get my money for the I need at least $50 for gas.
Oh man,
he was my 100% source of everything, and everything was fine until it wasn't. And when it wasn't, I had to go back to my mama's house with 2 kids, stay in the bedroom with me and my 2 daughters, and build my life to where you see obviously today. So I'm good. You can pay everything, but like you said, I know obviously maintain
my own
shit.
situation.
Yeah. So whether you hear or not hear,
well, that's what I said. I've never had it, so I've never experienced that.
Yeah, keep going. Don't worry about it.
So they just be wanting you to take care of them.
Yeah.
I took care of a lot of people.
Can I come over your house?
Yeah, can we take? You take care of people?
I do. I take care.
Look, I like girls.
No. Then 5 months later, she's gonna be like, "Hey, deal with this shit. Ain't you that bitch? You deal with this shit."
I'm like, okay.
So what put you in the space though? Is it like just being a giver? Like what put you in the mindset that you have to take care of a guy? And what does that look like? Taking care of a guy.
Man.
How do you identify taking care of a guy?
So I have an ex.
Okay.
And we were together like more on than off.
Okay.
Like we had a good relationship, but and we always get into it about it if I bring it up and we try to talk about it.
Talk about that. It was down.
Like
it was down on my
he
luck.
wasn't really down. He wasn't really
He was just
ever
spending
down.
your money?
No.
Okay,
so
go ahead. Tell story.
He moved in with me. He had his own place, but then he moved in with me.
Okay.
But then he always paid his bills, but never paid a bill in my house ever.
But
So I paid all my bills. He paid all his bills.
Okay.
And he laid
But
on
he
his
was
stomach
when he
and
was
got on
living with me.
TikTok.
He laid on his stomach watching
He
TikTok.
watching TikToks.
He watching music videos.
Yeah, on his stomach. Yeah, swinging his legs in the air. So why did
He
you,
like this.
did you ever address that with him? And why wasn't that discussed prior to him moving in? Like, hey, I think at this point
Did
we
you
should
want
move
him
in.
there?
I did want him there,
Okay.
but he was going through a divorce.
Mhm.
Okay.
And his baby mama was his ex-wife was trying to take him for everything. So I didn't want to take from him when I knew he was going through something.
Yeah.
And so when he finally got his divorce finalized, when we were together, it was like a year and a half into our
That
relationship.
nigga was sitting on the million.
It was already in habit.
He
Yeah,
was
like
sitting on a million then.
yeah, it was already in habit. Like
Nah, that wasn't right. He
Yeah,
used
he
you for
used
sure.
to, exactly.
For sure, he
And
used
that's not
that.
even nice.
That's not even how you even conduct it. Like if you know you moving in with someone and you nice enough to take
now
all those
he
things
used
into
to buy me.
consideration.
He used to buy me gifts and he used to pay for our food.
Did
and
he
stuff
ask to
like
put
that.
his
you on
name on the
dates?
house and you said no?
No, he never asked.
Oh yeah,
He
did.
never-
So he never ever tries to contribute to the household. Did he take out trash?
Did he take out trash?
No, that's the answer. Right there. No. The nigga didn't even take the trash.
That nigga was on his stomach arguing with his baby mama. Bitch, I don't need you, bitch. On his stomach at her bed. I don't need you, bitch.
Yeah.
Sign the papers, home. That's it. That's all he woke up to tell one message. Sign the papers, home. And had it good. And then, that wasn't cool.
You be cooking stuff too? You be cooking?
I do cook.
Oh, look.
So I used to have a catering
We tryna-
business.
look.
You listen.
She cook. She
Listen.
clean.
And she take care of
And
you.
she take
You just
care
gonna have
of
to
you.
shut the fuck up and deal with the other
That's
bitches.
it. Man,
Yeah.
Listen.
that part. I come up.
I might can do this.
Look at me.
I can do that. I might can do some shit. Hold on.
Make it
Hold on.
make sense.
Yeah, I mean, you can have
I need
it. You
guys
can
taking-
have
look,
it your
I need
way
guys taking out the
when
trash.
you be honest. And I had to
Yeah.
learn, like, honesty gets you further than even if you're in a messed up situation. Honesty gets you further than if you try to lie and hide and do certain stuff. Because I was talking to this dude and his girl cousin too, and they both knew I was talking to either one. But I was talking to them at the same time until the outside hater forces came in.
And
It's
disrupted.
yes, don't be a hater.
Don't be a hater.
I have a question. Have you ever took care of a guy?
I can say I've done things to contribute to, but
I want to humanize her right quick. Go ahead.
Yeah, of course. I'm a trick by nature anyway. I like to take care of people. I'm a giver and I take care of people as well. Like, so
And what's your sign?
I'm a Capricorn.
Oh, okay. And what's your
I'm a
sign?
Pisces.
Okay.
No,
Yeah.
so when you were talking, I'm like, they got the same qualities.
Yeah.
Which
But I ain't
like,
never took care of no man, though.
nah, I ain't never.
But I
surprised,
have been
feel
a
like,
trick. I've been a
I've
trick.
been
Yeah.
a trick. Like
He
you
was
know,
a horse.
He was a horse.
Now I done been a trick.
I'm like, how much you?
So
How much you need? Yeah, I can hear her. What's your, who cash shop is this? Yo, sister. Oh, okay, none of my business.
just go ahead and
That's
send
why I
it.
said you wasn't.
None of my business. Who I'm sending this
Who I'm
money
sending
to. I'm seeing you tonight, though, right?
Man,
Right.
the part about
Yeah, but I
that
never
messes
took care
me
of
up about how when dudes be in jail and they be having girls send people money, I be like, they ain't even getting no dick. Like, you get it because he was a hard.
That's one thing I don't do.
Yeah.
My first baby daddy is still in prison to this
You ain't
day.
no rider. You ain't
But
riding.
he taught me.
She said she ain't waiting for nobody. I remember you saying
No, hell no.
that. Yeah.
So he taught me before he went to prison, he was like, don't you ever send me money. He's like, if you send me money, I will leave you. And I'm like, why? He was like, I get 3 meals a day. I left you.
Man.
And to take care of your son on the streets by yourself. I never send dudes money in jail.
Aw,
Yeah.
Never.
Oh, yeah.
But it's a
See, I'm
good
about to make me
point.
cry.
Like,
What you need money for?
You
mean, you
taking
do.
care of
My
my
husband
son
like,
Why would
nah,
I
bitch,
by
take this
yourself.
money.
Why would I take from my son mouth, or why would I take
Yeah.
from you
That's a real
to
man.
get
Yeah.
to me while I'm in jail when I get 3 meals and
every
I'm
day.
good?
He
Like,
got
I'll be
he
good.
get 3 meals in the cot. He got somewhere to stay and everything. I wish
Yeah.
my ex-husband was like, fuck that bitch. He was like, send me some money right now.
You ain't gonna see it? You stupid bitch.
Stupid bitch. You
No,
know I
and
need
I
this
don't
money.
care. Because I tell dudes all the time when I date them, if you get locked up, you're on your own, buddy. I'm not doing it.
You're
And
on
I
your
don't
own.
care.
have not-
I'm not doing it.
I have not dated a guy in jail since I was younger. And when I dated this guy, I was with him before he went to jail. Right? So the code was your man go to jail, you hold him down.
That was cold.
When it all went down, he told
When
me
it all went down.
let me tell you this story. I never told this story. Let me tell you what had happened, y'all. So listen, I was with him before he went to jail. He was a street dude. I knew what was going on. I knew everything. So then he came to me one day. He was like, listen, I got into it with some dudes, you know what I'm saying, around the corner. I had to pull the AK out, right? He telling me pretty much I got into a shootout. And so long story short, from that, the police was looking for him. The police was looking for his friend. Friend got locked up. He got locked up too. So he ended up getting probably like 5 years total. Like I was going up to the Justice Center until he went out to somewhere out in Missouri. I don't know, it starts with a B. Driving out there.
Oh, you look at
Driving out there.
Look at me, I've been a rider, and ain't nobody taking care of me.
So then one day though, I'm at his family house all the time. So I'm trying to show him, nigga, I ain't out here doing nothing. You know, I'm at his family house all the time. And then his sister, she had this baby or whatever, and I'm playing with the little baby. She's like, Crystal, who that baby look like? And I looked. And I named his cousin because him and his cousin looked just like, she was like, yeah, he got another baby, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh, dang, whatever. We took the baby to the mama, sat outside with the mama, kiki, ha, everything, and left. Long story short, I went to visit him. I was like, man, yeah, I saw your cousin baby. He was like, what baby? I'm like, he was this age. They said his name was this. He was like, dang. And I felt like it was a little weird, but whatever. Like 2 years later, swear to God, 2 years later, he said, Chris, okay, I gotta tell you something. He was like, remember that baby? He was like, that's my baby. He's like, it's my son. He was like, the girl that stayed across the street, he was like, I cheated on you with her, got her pregnant, got into it with her family, and me and her brothers got into a shootout. So all this time, I've been waiting. He didn't tell. The whole situation was about a girl he cheated on me with and got pregnant, got into it. Her, you know, they had the little baby mama, baby daddy situation going on. Her brothers got involved and it blew up, and I never knew. I tell you about these. I was doing the money. I was writing the lyrics to Patti LaBelle songs out and shit. I was doing all that. I don't. Only you knew how much
I used to write
that shit.
Pages. I swear to God, when my baby daddy was locked up, I had a binder.
No military, no jail.
Oh
whatever.
my God.
I would never again date a dude.
She on there, she going
But
down to the Justice Center at the Just So. She got to take off all
They knew me up there.
They pat you down. They make you.
So, I ain't gonna lie. So, at one time, I did start talking to another dude, right? And then he got locked up at the Justice Center. And he was just like, you gonna visit me? And I was just like, which day? Because, you know, you got different days, different times.
Thursdays, you know.
And so I was like, I'm gonna come on this day. Thank you. I'm gonna come on this day. And I thought he wasn't gonna be around. I went up there, I visited him, got home. He was like, hey, did you come visit the nigga named DJ? And I was like, not me.
Not me.
What you know about that? He's like,
so have that ever happened to y'all? Have y'all ever went to go visit a nigga and another woman was there already?
No.
That's funny.
No. But I hung out
probably
with the baby mamas and stuff. What do you mean? I just said
I done did it all. I don't know. Have you ever been a side hoe?
No.
A hoe of a side. I've been
a hoe of a side.
A hoe on the side?
Side, what you mean, like a side piece? Somebody's side?
Yeah, a side piece.
Oh, yeah, I have.
No, not voluntarily. Some shit.
I have voluntarily.
So when you put your common sense together, you like, I gotta be a side.
So I did.
Them be the ones that take care of you though.
Yes, I I did because I wanted to see what it felt like. So I was always getting cheated on,
I was
right?
about to say that I got cheated on so much. I don't want
This
to
is
deal
what
with that.
This is why I
Like,
did
at
it.
this
I
point, you
wanted to know what the
always
hype
gonna get
was about.
cheated on.
I wanted to know what the hype was about because I'm like, why are all these women willing to be second to somebody else? I'm like, it must be better. So I'm like, let me try it out and see.
It's like,
and it was pretty good.
It's like
It
a
was
hashed
great.
out song. What she said, these niggas were everybody. That song where she telling you the point of view from the side chick standpoint and the
main
wife.
chick side.
And it's like, who would you rather be in this situation? And obviously, if you've been in married or committed relationships with men and you've been through a lot, you kind of look at it like, okay, I get to have what I want without having the responsibility to the guy.
Yep.
But my moral compass won't. I feel like you such a disloyal ass nigga. I just be like, ugh, you disloyal ass nigga. Get away from me before I tell her.
Niggas is disloyal.
I'm finna screenshot
So you
my
might as
video.
well get what you can.
No.
Yeah.
No.
You gotta get what you can.
And then it's so much out here too.
And then
because
when they
you
be
gotta-
lying too, because then you get a nigga and think that's your
See,
nigga,
but
that nigga still cheating.
This is
You
the
be
thing.
Though, I feel like it's so much going on. I feel like it's STDs, it's everything out here. So
100%.
ideally, I'm not saying you're supposed to just get what you can and deal with who you want, whatever it like. No, like have some more selectiveness to it.
I feel like
But
when
I
I
heard
was
what
in
you're
that
saying.
when I
I heard
was
what
in
you're
that
saying. Go
situation,
ahead. Yeah,
I was analyzing it like, why is it so much better for women to do this than to just do
You ain't got no
that?
responsibility to the guy.
Exactly.
You ain't got to put up
The
with
guy
it.
was very, very honest with me though. Like he was very honest about what was going on in his relationship. He felt safe enough to tell me stuff he could never tell her. So it was.
That's what they say. That's the script. They all read from the same script.
It's just like jail niggas.
Yes, it's all a script. It's a script.
Situation.
I think
I don't like. I feel unappreciated, but like they all got the same script.
Yeah,
it's all the same.
But he never said that though.
But at least he was honest.
Yeah,
and he did tell you because my ex told his girlfriend that I was just a baby mama and I was his wife for almost 10 years.
Yeah,
the nerve.
Was y'all roommates?
Yeah, I guess we was just roommates. I didn't know. She was like, I just found out about you last week. I was like, how long you been with? She was like, a year. And I'm like, damn, how long is your boyfriend for a year? He told me he was just, I was just like, you could at least told the bitch I exist. Like, golly, you know? So
she still don't know I exist.
Well,
you just told her now.
I'm about to say, she don't know. She don't know.
She don't know who I am.
She will never. She will.
Don't tell nobody.
She don't know. She'll be okay. And then if she was,
watch that motherfucking podcast.
She gonna be like, I woke up kind of early today with something told me.
I know if my ex watches this podcast, he gonna be like, this bitch.
Like, bitch, I wasn't the bomb.
This bitch.
He gonna be in the comments.
I ain't have my feet up. Tell them hoes. They don't know me.
My feet
Like, I ain't never say he was broke. He had his own money, but he didn't put it on me.
He could have helped you a little bit.
Yeah, he was.
He could have took out the trash.
That was horrible. Anyways, let's get we can talk about men obviously all day. Let's get into this gambling because you said that's your thing. And we was having a conversation before the camera started rolling. I was like, no, save that for when the camera started rolling. So maybe you can educate us on some stuff, put us on some game. We already about to move in with it because she big mama. Big mama gonna take care of us.
Yes.
Tell us how to get this money too, so we won't be underneath you.
Okay,
come on, big mama. I'm gonna name this episode.
When you
Big
gamble,
hey, I thought you wasn't gonna be here. Oh, I'm like, who is that over there? Yes.
So when you gamble, you take a budget.
Yeah.
You do not go outside that budget.
That's hard. I fucked
It's
up.
very hard. But
I'm the whole time I'm going.
Fucked up.
I leave my cards at home.
Okay.
I take my ID. I take my player's card. I take a certain amount of cash. And that is it. And once my cash is gone,
it's done.
It's gone. Now, sometimes I have drove back to the house to get more money because I'm like, I just know.
She didn't get all that just to tell her she ain't got the discipline.
No, this was earlier.
Strategic at first.
No, this is earlier in the game.
I'm like, I would have been in the parking lot like, hey, can you Can you Apple
Can
Pay
you
me?
yes.
I would been in the parking lot.
So I done been
Yeah,
there in the
yeah.
beginning,
But
but
she ain't got
after
her
you
points,
get
though.
after you gamble so much,
Yeah.
you learn what not to do.
You get that discipline for
Yes. So take yourself a certain amount, stick to the budget, and then you start taking yourself over. So when you start hitting big hits, you tell them take you 100 over, take you 500 over, take you 75.
What's over?
So you have an amount you could play with, an amount you in chips that you could get to put in your pocket.
Okay.
So like, let's say I went ahead for like $105. I could tell them take me $50 over. They'll give me two $25 chips. You put those in your pocket, and then you only play with that $50
Okay.
in dollar chips to try to come up off that. So that's how you end up not rebetting all the money back that you just put out.
Okay.
my whole family get paid on the first, broke on the first. I swear to God, I've never ever been to the casino. I've never gambled.
Oh, you gotta come with me.
Hold on. So you know how we got them things that we see our family do, and you just like, why? So I always felt like addiction comes obviously in different forms. So I always knew that that was one of the addictions that my family had. When I tell you, it sounds funny, like they sitting on the porch waiting for the mailman come, go cash their check, the whole court get loaded with all the cousins, everybody go to the casino. They come home at night and they just in the car calling, hey, can you loan me 200 to the 15th? Because they didn't gamble their whole check off.
Yeah.
Sometimes they would hit big. When they hit big, they come home, pick you up, take you shopping, and then they go back, you know. But because that's what I grew up seeing, I swear I've never gambled, ever gambled. I never been on the casino. I never even went to the floor of it.
It is like
Never.
It is a lot of adrenaline,
Yeah.
a lot of
It's
anxiety.
boring to me.
It's
Really?
what?
It's so boring.
Even when I went to Vegas, I just
you
went,
playing
I just stayed in my
slots?
room.
I played the slides. I played the table. I've played 21. I played roulette recently.
Okay.
But I don't know. I guess because I like to spend my money on other stuff.
I do like to spend my money on other stuff, but I was telling myself at the slots last night, I'm like, damn, bitch, you got a problem. Because I'm just looking, I'm pressing the button, and I'm just there like this, pressing the button. I'm like, come on, give it to me. Patting the screen I'm like, give it to me. Come on, just give it to me. Like, I'm like, bitch, you got a real problem.
She outside talking to the trees.
Yeah.
Please. Let the
They
earth.
feel excited.
Yes.
But no.
But people have their rituals that they feel like if they do something, it's going to get them their money, but it's really just all a scam.
It's a scam.
Yeah, my aunt used to be like, what's your birthday? I'm playing them numbers. I'm giving you 100.
That be working sometimes.
Yeah, I used to hold to.
So who did you see gamble? So where did you get it from? Where did the source come? Or it was just something you
came into?
Meeting niggas at the casino.
You might as well learn the game.
Did they teach you? So who taught you?
I don't even remember. Girl, I smoke a lot. I don't know.
I understand.
But you mentioned too, though, like Prize Pick. That's one of the tools. It was another tool. It was something else that you mentioned.
I go to the Casino Queen. I go to DraftKings.
DraftKings. Yeah, and then Prize Pick is the other one.
Ameristar.
Okay.
And then I haven't been to the Lumiere since they changed it in the Horseshoe.
The Horseshoe.
Yeah, I haven't been since they changed it to the Horseshoe. But I came up. Oh, you know who got me betting? Is this dude that you remember the cousins I told you I used to talk to? He got me betting. And we had went to Vegas together, and they had went, and they were $25,000 down. And then they ended up getting up $50,000 before they left. And I never seen nobody gamble that much money, but he was in the streets, so he had a lot of money. And then we came back to St. Louis, and then we went to Ameristar when it was Ameristar, and he won $18,000 at Ameristar and gave me some of that.
Playing?
Roulette. That's how I learned how to play roulette.
I would be so horrible. As soon as you 25,000 down, I'd be. He'd be like, this bitch
They did not give up.
He'd be like, this bitch got an attitude. This bitch told us she meaning.
This bitch packed her shit up.
I'm not gonna beat her.
And then 50,000 up.
Well,
so I'm glad you say that. So I'm gonna save face. I'm like, it's okay, babe. Just keep going.
Just keep going.
Now,
You gotta, at some point, you gotta stop because you'll be there all day. Like, I done been at the casino all day, all night, coming at 5 o'clock in the morning, leaving at 12, going to sleep for an
Them
hour, coming
gamblers
back.
live there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's real.
Y'all phones be messed up there?
Sometimes.
Not mine.
Not your. Okay.
Depends on-
They give me good service.
That's what
Somebody told
somebody told her. I'm at a casino gambling. You know my phone.
Yeah, you know my phone. I ain't getting no research. I ain't get what text you sent.
There's her. They make it.
Hold on. You get reception. Which one you want? You get reception.
Yeah, you
What's
get
the
reception.
location?
When you a value customer, they give you
They
service.
give you Wi-Fi.
They give you Wi-Fi when you a value customer. And my homeboy just hit me up yesterday. He was like, "Hey, don't you be getting them free comps for the rooms?" I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Let me check for you." But they only had the executive suite.
Do you do 4-star still? They give you 4 season. I'm sorry, 4-season hotel.
That's at the Lumiere.
Oh, okay.
It depends on
But-
which one she goes to.
Okay.
Yeah, at Ameristar, I really like
Ameristar,
Ameristar because their rooms are nice. Now they got smoking rooms, so I can smoke my little weed in the room
Oh, that's
and not
good.
get charged.
Yeah.
Oh, girl. And then they
If
give
you
me.
want to stay in the room, let me know.
Yes, that's what he was
And
covering
why
for.
you get
Because I
charged
can.
to smoke? Because you don't know how to smoke right. Like, why you?
I swear, no. I think we went to like an Airbnb or something. She and them up blowing, and I'm like,
I thought you can't smoke it. But she set everything up.
Yeah,
To
I'm
where-
like, I got this friend.
and I'm just like, mind my beer, mind my beer,
I got
mind my
this.
beer.
Yeah, I be getting
I
in
ain't never got
rooms.
charged.
So I'm going to the casino
I smoked
today
a rental car.
because they give you like $20.
Yeah, Sunday's the best day
day.
to go, ain't it?
Well, I like to go like Monday through Wednesday
Okay.
because it's not that busy.
Busy, okay.
And people can throw you off. So people energy, if the dealer got an attitude, every dealer
Sound
roll
like
different. Like it's just so many different factors. I like to be when it's not a lot of people in there. To be in my
Yeah,
way,
wanna
like
focus.
you
go and,
you get on that roulette table, they all reaching over trying to
Oh,
put
yeah,
their bets
they do.
in. They reaching,
It's a lot.
stepping on your feet.
I think we should go with her and learn.
How to play.
Yeah, I'm coming pure broke. Pure broke.
Pure
all you need,
Pure broke. I
I
don't
would
want nothing
say
with me.
take
I'm gonna eat before I come. I don't need nothing.
No, but the
Take
casino,
$50.
the casino
No.
got cheap drinks though.
No, you said
Yes, they do. They
$6
drink.
drink.
Yes.
I don't want nothing. I just want to watch. If you see me attempt to buy something, it will be your responsibility to say, "Crystal, don't do it."
Well, I'll
I
pay
just
for
wanna-
it. See, that's
no,
that's how I go. You
I
want
wanna
to shot,
learn.
Crystal? I got you, girl.
I take a shot. There we go. There we go. I don't want to do that. I just want to watch because
see how
I
it goes.
love stuff like that. Like I just got into the chess club at Forest Point. Like
Ooh,
I
chess.
love learning. You know what I mean? Stuff like that.
So
But-
chess reminds me of my ex.
I don't want to spend my whole
And
check.
he used to play. He used to love chess.
He used to
And when I was
Chess is a
stripping,
good game.
because remember I said I
Yeah.
was a dancer on
Yeah.
Pop the Balloon.
Yeah.
Where you dancing?
Girl, where did not dance at? I danced all over the country. But I started off dancing at Bottoms Up. Then I went to Pink Slip.
I knew you not to play.
What's that?
Bottoms up.
I was like, from behind. No, stop playing.
Yeah.
Crystal, where I know her?
I'm from. I seen
Yes.
that.
So I started at Bottoms Up, Pink Slip, Onyx. Then I jumped between Rocks and it was Dogtown.
Which one was your best?
Yeah, I'd say
Your
Oh, the
favorite.
Pink Slip.
Why? I don't understand. I went to a strip club one time, right? Real quick before you tell you something. One time. And I'm serious. I went one time. And the girl, I think her name was Precious. She was a big booty girl, she's beautiful. She did
Big
this
booty
trick for this guy where she like spread her legs and put a candle in her butthole. And like it was his birthday, and then she was clapping and shit. I was like, God damn!
Yeah.
Bitch, show me how you do that shit. How you do that shit, I put the candle like this. Like I wanted to do it so bad, but that was the first
light
and last
yourself on
time.
fire.
It should be okay, right? Look right. Like,
So I
don't
did
know how she
that.
did it, but she literally
Look,
did it.
she's
I
I did that for Future.
See what I'm saying? How you do that? First off, okay. Look, we got so many questions now.
Which one was the best one? How do you do
The candle in the,
The
booty
candlestick
hole.
holder.
Yeah.
So you gotta make
Candlestick
sure you know how your anus can contract. Like
Yeah.
when you push in and push out. When you push it in, you gotta stick it in just far enough to where you gotta
Yeah, hold
hold
it
it.
in.
You gotta hold it.
My leg.
You gotta hold it in. You gotta hold it.
Who's gonna light it?
Either you can light it
know,
yourself
with
or
the
have
shaker.
somebody else come and light
No,
it.
she lit them. She put her legs behind. Then you just saw the candlestick, and then she lit it.
She
and then
lit
it was
Yeah, you can light it yourself.
her legs was, and she was big booty, everything beautiful. It was beautiful.
Oh my
it was a
God.
great.
She said it
performance.
was. She said it was beautiful.
It was I said, dang, it changed. Like, you know how sometimes people like, I want my man go. I'm like, girl, if you know what
What's happening?
I enjoyed
This
it.
fun shit. Yeah, I enjoy the strip club.
The strip club
It was
is
fun.
different now than it
Yeah.
was like when I started dancing because I went to a strip club like a couple weeks ago and I did not have fun.
You
Why
was
not?
bored.
I'm not giving none of these hoes no money.
You was bored. I went to the strip club, but it was during the day on my divorce day.
Yeah.
I went to Larry Flint's. It was number 3 white girls in there with no
With
titties.
big-
And they all
with
do
no
coke.
tit- with no tit, no shit. One of them had no titties, but the nipple.
Why would you go to Larry Flint's and not one of the ones?
I didn't know it
in-
wasn't open. I went in like 3
It was
o'clock in the afternoon.
late. I mean, it was earlier.
Yeah.
Oh,
I went in like 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Ain't nobody about to go work no day shift. The fuck? Ain't no money.
That's
But what I did see when I went is it seems like there's regulars that come out.
well,
It
the
was
day
like
shift
men that was
ones
just
are the
coming
ones that
and
sell
going.
coochie.
Okay.
The
They
day
got-
shift
they
ones
got
are the
to.
one- yeah,
They
yeah.
Yeah. So let me ask you this question for the strip club culture. Is it similar to Atlanta here? Like where a lot of the men say going to the strip club is just like going to the office for them and they go more so for the food. Of course the atmosphere.
Mhm.
Like is the strip clubs known for good food here too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
It is.
Yes.
And the strip clubs is like really more like the club. You just got some bitches that shaking their ass.
Okay.
But you
Yeah.
listen to the music.
Alright.
You going and getting a section. You getting the. It's the same situation.
Alright.
I mean,
I just want to know I do the candle.
Yeah. So
Niggas' birthday coming up.
my best strip club experience was in Memphis.
Mhm.
So I went to this when Memphis and May was popping. We used to go every.
was it V Live that you went to?
I don't remember.
I went
But-
there.
But
Flo wasn't a strip club.
this
well,
one-
it wasn't stripping.
this
but I went
particular
there and I was
one,
there.
they have really, really tall walls.
Mhm.
So this was the first time that I ever seen the surfboard situation
with the girls.
with the girls.
Mhm.
Girl, they climbed all the way up to the top and they did the surfboard. I said, oh, these hoes are talented.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Yeah. But I never could lift, like I was strong, but I never did pole tricks. I was just strictly dancing. So I would say
just
my best.
about-
Yeah, I never got on the pole for real.
'Cause-
I could do a little bit, but when I say little, it's very little.
We did a pole dancing class in
yeah.
Philly.
Oh my God. Yeah.
I was like, God damn.
You gotta be strong.
I thought
You
I was
gotta
gonna
be
be in this
strong.
for like busting it open for a real nigga. I'm like, I can't even.
Y'all see my
climb.
knees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, I can't
Yeah.
even climb this damn pole. So you didn't even bother. You just did the.
You just was dancing.
Because I was making it by just
You be licking your tongue out
twerking.
when you be twerking.
Nah, I try not to, but I do.
So how did you do your
You
candle?
be serious, like I don't know. I think I would be too goofy to be a stripper.
How did you do your candle without burning your butt?
Yeah,
Your
you gotta
candle
have a
trick.
long candle.
Yeah, the candle was
It
long.
it was
It wasn't like a birthday candle, so it was a long candle.
So mine wasn't a candle; it was a sparkler.
It could have been a sparkler,
That's
It was a
dangerous.
sparkler.
Was it like sparkling on you though?
Yeah,
but
Dangerous.
it was fine.
yeah, it
What you
was. It
do?
was cool.
Look, I'm like, so what you do?
Okay, so me, what I did,
Crystal trying to put this in.
I did a handstand though. When I did mine, I did a handstand. So there was a chair.
Yeah,
I did a handstand.
right.
I had to put the sparkler in my butt before
You did the
Okay.
handstand.
I did the handstand,
That's fine.
and then I had somebody else come light it.
Yeah, for
See,
you.
that's where butt plugs come into play.
That's how
you
you
would
teach
be
your booty.
used to.
Yeah,
some
the
stuff.
contraction.
Yeah,
the booty
you know how to hold the stuff.
Yeah,
well,
you
not
gotta-
hold, but you'll be familiar with holding it in.
Yeah, you gotta
Yeah.
hold it in.
Okay. All right.
But then when you get
Oh,
that money,
motherfucker.
like
Oh, my fucking candle fall out of your pussy, wax everywhere.
burn, third degree
wear
burn.
pants now. She's always wear dresses. I'm my whole ass burned, baby. I can't. I'm out to burn my whole asshole. I cannot
Trying to do a trick.
trying to do a trick for a nigga for his birthday. I'm grateful as. Mm-mm.
The nigga
I-
not
I
the candle.
Exactly.
No, I'll be like, blow
I
it out, blow it out.
You don't have to do too much to make a lot of money. Like I have made a lot of money
without even doing the pole trick. See, I would be a competitive stripper. I need to know the pole. I need to know the pole tricks. I want to go climb, do stuff.
I don't want to do none of that.
Drop.
And
So,
roll.
See, I'm a homeboy in a strip club, so I'm a tomboy.
You know how to talk to the man.
Yeah, I get tipped because my personality is good, and I'll be on the stage doing just fucking around.
Yeah, you be like, yo, what
playing
am I doing? She good.
I'll be up there just joking off, and I'm not a stuck-up stripper. So, well, I'm not a stripper anymore, but when I was, you know, I wasn't.
How long were you a stripper for?
Girl, too long.
I'll be
almost 10
at
years.
the top of the pole.
What do you think a stripper should retire from being a stripper?
What's a good age?
Yeah.
Or is it an age or is it a length?
Yeah, a time period.
I know girls been dancing 20 plus years.
Look at she.
Don't do that.
That's too long.
Don't do that.
Because at some point,
but what if you started like you were hella young? Like most start very young. So in 20 years, you're still.
Some starting 18.
Yeah, you're still
but
young.
life is about evolution. You gotta grow
So gotta
into
learn new
something.
tricks.
You've got so much money. You should be able to invest in a business.
That would be a good investment, like doing like stripping coaching.
Yeah, like there's so many things that you could do with your money.
We like, hello, can you teach us?
Stripper
Yeah.
coaching.
I just need to know the birthday trick. And then I need to know how to play Russian roulette. What is it?
The roulette.
Yeah, roulette.
Yeah, I need that. That's it.
I got you.
Okay, bet.
We in there.
Birthday trick. She gonna be like, come over. I need you to light this candle for me.
Just like the candle. And leave when he ring the doorbell.
So when your man birthday and you need the candle lit, I'll come light the candle and dip out.
Yes, and make sure I'm nice and say put distinguisher. Yeah, put it right here.
Then the sparklers go out after like 5-6 seconds.
That's how you did it. I knew. I'm like it. It would look safe. It never looked
But the
like
sparklers, you want the fat ones.
it was fat. It wasn't no thin one.
I'm thinking about that long.
No,
sparkler.
it was-
you want those ones that they be having at the club.
It was a thick one, and it made sense. You put it in your butt enough.
Yeah, I see.
Open the spread. Have a cake spread
I
for
see
you.
now. You
You
like
get
yeah.
some
Some whipped cream. Put
Spread.
it around.
like it's your birthday
Put a,
cake.
put a cherry on the top.
Well, if you're like, bitch, I want to pussy for my birthday.
Nigga, this sparkling pussy.
Bitch, I want it in the car. I want to pussy for my birthday. Like, fuck.
It's a sparkler in it.
It's a sparkle though.
Yeah.
Something new. Anyways, girl, what you got coming up next?
That's what dudes say. Y'all always trying to give us pussy. We don't want this shit.
But it got a sparkle on it.
It's lit up.
What is your favorite color? What you got coming up next?
As far as
Just you.
In general, yeah. I know you have the massage business going on for sure.
I do, but I am gonna give that up right now.
Okay, you're gonna pause it right now.
Yeah, because I do so much. Oh my God, I just don't have the time. And then a lot of people, when they know you worked in the sex industry, they like to try to play with you when it comes to these massages. I'm not a prostitute. I was a stripper. Okay. And I'm not about to give you a happy ending. You cannot pay me enough to give you happy endings, because if you want one from me, you probably want it from any and everybody.
That's who you are. That's how you is. Yeah.
He just a happy.
You can't trust nobody that's gonna don't even know you like that.
And then now if I just start touching, it's my business. That's my business. Oops, my bad. Oh, you didn't like that, my fault. I didn't know.
See, you would be locked up.
I thought that was
She's going to jail.
Yeah,
you said I touch your thighs. Nigga, I'm just touching your thighs.
It was right there.
It was right
I
there.
didn't try to.
I'd be like this.
I didn't have to move one out the way before, but you gotta use like one finger, and I'll do.
No, I would be like this.
Just like,
Excuse.
no.
You're like, oh, you want it right here? No, for this.
Yeah, just move that on out the
Marty
way.
ass couldn't be no massage.
I'll be locked up. I get locked up.
Yeah, you would be definitely in jail with your friends.
Yes, yeah, right.
Yeah.
Lying.
Lying.
Have a nigga holding me down. Don't know why I'm in here. Lying.
Niggas don't be holding women down.
They don't.
They do not.
They don't. Why Papoose lying? You know you cheating. You know you don't.
He knew he.
Papoose knew he was outside. Look, Papoose
He
was
was
outside
cheating.
with baby mama.
They cheat when you out of jail.
Yeah.
Why would they not cheat? We
Yeah.
in jail.
That's even better.
Make it make sense.
That's even
They ain't
better.
gotta worry about nothing.
Bitches confined.
Exactly.
Oh my
But I got a question though. Like this probably just a personal question.
Mhm.
So do you like femmes or studs?
I do not like studs.
No, okay.
That was my personal question.
She like, check.
It's because I'm too much of a boy.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna say I don't like studs. There's a couple studs that I do physically because they're pretty.
Mhm.
They're really pretty.
Mhm.
But I wouldn't go for a stud. I talk to women occasionally when they're not being psychopaths. But I mean, they gotta be really pretty
Mhm.
and feminine.
Girly.
And yeah,
Mhm.
I got a favorite.
Favorite femme.
Yeah, let me show you what she look like. I can't show the cameras. I'm gonna show you what she look like.
Look at Terry like, fuck, bro. Show the camera. Terry like, show the camera, there. Turn it around.
It's
This-
content.
Ooh.
I know who that is.
You do know who that is. Yeah. I'm gonna tell you. I ain't got no service, but you know who that is.
I'm gonna tell Terry.
I'm gonna
There
tell
you go.
Terry.
I gotta tell Terry. I gotta
Yeah,
tell.
tell Terry.
I tell him offline.
Yeah, she is
Here,
beautiful.
I'm gonna throw my phone down.
No, let me tell him. Cause I got the control. I told Terry when he do this, he worked for me.
Oh, okay.
I work for him doing pop balloons. He's my. I tell you.
He do. He work for us.
Yeah.
So she's
Beautiful,
like,
very beautiful girl.
yeah,
Cutie
but
pie.
we're like, we got matching
Tattoos.
So people gonna know who it is when I be like, yeah, we got matching tattoos.
No,
They
nobody's
know who-
going to know.
Oh,
Like
they're all gonna know.
That's like nobody's gonna know about the other lady.
No one's going to know unless you show up together and announce it.
Yes.
Oh, everybody always think though that we be messing around, and I'll be like, you're right, but not with you.
Y'all be
Yes.
giving love.
See,
No,
I
she just got a vibe.
She's
You know,
a beautiful girl. Yes, vibe. She's you pretty much. She's like you. So yes,
That's why. Okay.
yes, she's
I like myself.
That's
yes.
awesome.
So I like people
Yes.
that like
I
me.
just look,
Yeah.
I'm just putting
When-
myself look diamond.
When I saw her, I was so happy. I was like, oh my God, thank God. Thank fucking God. She's beautiful.
Yes, she's very pretty.
I'm sorry, what you saying?
Now I was saying diamond in the room, but I was about to say, well, you know what I'm saying? Have you guys ever thought about having a threesome with three
I can't even-
girls?
Cool.
Oh,
Her and the girl?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm like, what the fuck you
I
talking
know
to?
you ain't talking about that.
because I'm about to say
All
when
you
it
doing is
comes.
putting sparklers in your ass.
Yeah,
I know
that's
you
it. All I need y'all hoes to do is light the sparkle and leave. I can't light my booty and that's it. Like,
Yeah.
that's it.
That is all.
Yeah.
I'm sure you have, right? Like,
Did a threesome?
yeah, with girls. That's what she's asking.
Mhm.
Look.
Hold on, let me
Oh,
think.
I'm sorry.
No, well,
She's asking if
I
y'all
had a
looking for a
foursome.
third person.
I had a foursome.
Look,
Okay. Yeah, she's asking for an invite to the.
Oh,
same-
yeah, we
her be like,
we can bump. Yeah, we can bump coochies.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm really good.
But
with
first, what we're gonna do is this simple. We're gonna light the candle. You're gonna take me to the casino.
Yeah.
gonna learn
And then y'all gonna have y'all time. I had nothing to do with it. I might hear about it.
casino. We can't go in the casino night.
No, we can see what I'm gonna do is we're gonna get a comp room at the
Yeah.
casino.
And I'm gonna be like,
you gonna come. It's gonna be right now. Look.
she turned into Junior now. Is it like Junior?
Feel like it's about to be a party.
It's about
It's gonna be regular at first. We just
Okay.
gonna kick it at first, catch a vibe.
I
get
just
some
come when
drinks.
y'all at the floor. I come when y'all at the floor.
We gonna catch a
Yeah.
vibe, get some drinks,
Yeah.
and then I'm gonna get her
I'm
turned up.
I'm not going to the room. I'm
Yeah, you can go home.
Yeah,
and then we
afterwards.
going to the room, the
100%.
free room,
But yeah, we
the free 99 room.
Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely.
For
Now
sure.
you paying for that room. Now all that money you paying for casino.
No, the rooms they give me the rooms
No, I
for
know, but
free.
I'm saying all the money. How much? What's your? I wanted to ask you that. What's your budget at the casino?
It depends on the day, but anywhere between 300 and 500.
Okay.
It's a good time.
Yeah. I don't know.
Okay. Oh shit! Look, I'm like, it's a
Depends
good
on if I
time.
can
No,
lose
no.
300 to 500.
I might take $20. Never in my life. I'm not.
It just depends on how much I can lose.
Okay.
Like sometimes I could lose
A little
300 to
bit more.
500 and not be mad.
Mhm.
But like on my nights, ooh,
Yeah, it's getting hot in here. You good though?
ooh, no, my nose was. I had 2 nose jobs.
Okay.
Okay.
So My
They said
nose
it
be
takes a
draining.
long time to recover.
Yes.
Yeah.
And my nose be draining.
Why you have a nose job? You didn't like it?
Because my nose looked like a gorilla's nose.
Did you have some cysts the last time?
It looked like a who? No,
Yeah, I went to Turkey. Remember?
Yes.
I was telling Mozzie
So
that I
the
went to
whole
Turkey.
time you've been saying, I'm like, she looks slimmer, like her face, and I was like, maybe we should be working out shit. I don't know.
No.
I can see.
Yeah, I had a second nose job.
I swear to God, this whole time, I was just like, maybe she just lost weight. You wasn't big or nothing, but I'm like, maybe, lost weight in your face. Yes. Beautiful. You was beautiful then, you're beautiful now.
Whew.
Well, my nose was flat and wide,
Mhm.
and I grew up around all white people, and they used to make fun of me like hella bad.
Mhm.
And I grew to like my nose, but I'm a real OCD. I just something wrong with me, and I just wanted my face to be proportionate, more proportionate. I didn't want
That's
my
what it
nose
is
to
now.
be wider than
Yeah.
my lips,
Yeah.
and so I had the first nose job he did, and it's oh my God, he did a phenomenal job.
Okay.
But I ended up getting pregnant, and then I had I went and terminated the mission,
Okay.
but it spread my nose anyway. So after it spread my nose,
My nigga
It
said she terminated
stayed.
the mission.
Yeah.
Go that abort the mission.
I had to do it.
She abort.
I
the
had
mission.
to. It was just
It
no
wasn't
other way
the
around
situation.
it. So I
But
so
the
my
hormones
nose
still
has
did,
yeah, and it stayed.
Mm.
And I'm looking at my nose. So when I finally went back to Turkey and I saw the doctor, he was squishing my nose and he was like, "This is really weird." He's like, "Do you do cocaine?" I'm like, "No." He was like, "You have a lot of scarring on the inside of your nose." But that's because when I first got the surgery done, I was picking on the inside of it. Like they had put grafts on the inside of my nose, and the
Skin
grafts,
grafts.
and the grafts were coming up. So I was taking tweezers and scissors and cutting it, and it was just bothering me.
The scar
So I was,
tissue.
so this time around, I didn't do that. I didn't mess with it because I'm like, he asked me 3 times did I do coke? No.
Like what? Like now? No.
No.
Like no, not now. So, but you look beautiful. You
Thank
look
you.
beautiful.
It
You
is.
look
It is
very beautiful now, and I see what you're saying from a proportion standpoint. Like it's beautiful. It looks so natural.
Yeah,
Everything
people was going in on Gorilla because she got her nose done, but they don't understand what it feels like to have a big, flat, wide nose. Like, no,
She
we're
said
not doing
no.
that. Like, no.
She's like,
I didn't have a bridge at all, so they took out rib cartilage. So they there's an incision. You can't see it anymore, but they did it under my breastbone. They took out a little bit of my rib. They cut it up. They dice it up. They make it into a little square, and they put it right here so that you have projection coming out this way.
What's the surgery for them to have to do all that?
Like an hour to 3 hours.
Okay.
It wasn't.
Yeah, you can't have a baby because the baby gonna come out with the wide nose. You're gonna be like, oh no, who this
And
baby
that's the
look
thing.
like?
When you have
That's like-
surgery and you do stuff to yourself, your kids will still come out looking like you pre.
That's what
pre
Khloe
surgery.
Kardashian was saying about her. So she's like, he looks. I had to get DNA test because he looks so much like my brother, and it's like, yeah, you know that's how you was looking before.
Yeah.
your fat self.
You know that's what you look like before. She's like, why don't look like me? Like, not now.
Now she said,
Yeah.
she's gonna have a DNA test on the person
And she
that
said
she gave birth to.
It was a surrogacy, but still, she was just like, he looked so much like my brother. It's like, did you forget what you looked like before?
It's easy to do because
Really?
I deleted all my pictures. Like, I'm a surgery fanatic. I love surgery. I love doing stuff to my face, my body. I do it all.
You just be in it.
How many surgeries you have?
Oh, I don't know. A lot.
She got it.
A lot.
Well, I was going to say, we highly appreciate you coming out,
we had a good
hanging
time.
out with us. We learned so much. We got some follow-ups to do.
We do. Definitely.
Casino.
Well, we gonna follow up. We gonna.
Yeah, I'm not part of y'all follow-up.
Yeah, we gonna.
But she could be a part of my follow-up.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, it could be our follow-up.
Yeah. But so mine would be different. Hers would be different. It's simple. Cameras could be rolling for our follow-up, but y'all business, y'all business.
Cameras could be running.
When you see the girl, you'll be like, jackpot.
Sell you. Beautiful.
Oh, my friend
Beautiful.
is fire.
Beautiful. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Honest one.
Yes. If you're gonna do it right now. That's how
Yeah.
you gonna do some shit like that. You gotta do the shit right.
love, but she promoting
it. Yeah. Because they're beautiful. They're
Tastes
beautiful.
like prime rib.
Okay, we're gonna end this damn episode. Thank y'all for watching. Thank you for coming on. Good night.
Bye.